Hello, my name is Matias and I'm writing on lunarpoet.com. So mainly I post poems every once in a while. I try to do it regularly, but I have a full schedule. I'm working and going to school part-time and having a part-time job and blah 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 blah. Don't want to bother or annoy you with the details of my busy life. But I wanted to share a poem because I stumbled upon the channel of Nicholas. And yeah, let me just do that and start. It's called Blistering Kisses. Upon the channel of Nicholas. And yeah, let me just do that and start. It's called Blistering Kisses.
Whoa, hey guys, welcome to FreeVerseRevolution. I'm gonna actually, here, we'll unplug this phone so you can get a good look. This is my new digs. We're gonna do our first reading actually here. I'm really sorry that I haven't posted anything in the last few days. It's been crazy hectic. I got in a little bit of a car accident, I was moving stuff. Lots of stuff to deal with, Mother's Day. So, we're back now, we're full force. We actually have, a great little place. I like the acoustics here. So today we're going to read some stuff. It'll be a bit of a longer episode. I actually want to start with a submission. So we're going to do one from Twilight Garden, who has been on here before. This is called Moon Mad. Thank you so much for sending it in. Moon Mad. You are moon mad as you sit in the hot seat, collecting hot pulses of voltage in your brain as the cruel nurse smiles and stares. As your memory goes and your body convulses, you gaze upwards at the insulting switch, trying to speak in a voice that no longer sounds like yours, struggling for air as the head doctor strides in and gapes. Could something have gone wrong? Could there have been a mistake? But these are unimportant questions for you as you lay brain-fried and helpless, gazing at the ceiling, thinking how could you have done this, but you were as mad as the moon, or so they said. But what do you care, because now you are dead. Thank you so much for sending that in, Twilight Garden. I do know your real name, just apparently that's what you like to be credited as. So we're knocking them out here. Let's see what else we got. We got another one from Wade Gierat, which I will add to this.
Hi, this is Wade, and today we're going to be reading a prose poem called Untitled. She sang songs of melodies that had yet to be written. She laid before me anecdotes that, insofar as we had learned of space, time, and the statistics of any given scenarios happen chance in accordance with post-Newtonian law, simply could not have been. She guided me through a level of transcendence that seemed to have been picked up on some foreign plane, one where geometric figures met with a scent of petrichor beneath the light of marrow and smiled. She was before her time just as much as she was before mine, graced and ablazed with a controlled projection of self. But just as quickly as she entered, she vanished, incapable of being contained by such a narrow witness. Alright, I just want to give a very big thank you to Nick and all the other poets featured on this channel that have made it what it is so far, and I look forward for what's to come. Alrighty, thank you.
Let's see. Matias, we're going to get to you today. We're going to post a whole bunch of stuff. Am I leaving anyone out? I've done this person.
Okay. Blistering kisses, scorching his lips. Volcanic goddess devouring all his passion, smiling like a black smoker. Deep under basaltine lava, undisturbed currents, longing for the salty touch of the open seas, where his heart pours into as liquid lust evaporates. His desire filling the ocean like a school of mauve stingers, ravaging every last bit of his love. The smoke, an exclamation mark. Yes, that was my first recording ever of a poem. I'm sorry, I look really tired, but that's because it's like 1 a.m. But yeah, well, I'm on holiday, so I like to stay up all night and write and now record eventually. So I hope you liked it, and yeah, let me know what you think.
This person, great. Okay, so now we're gonna head over to my site, and my arm is getting really tired, so I might have to put you guys right there. I'm actually gonna read 2 pieces. We're making up for a whole bunch of stuff today, so I just want to talk a bit about my book that will be coming out in July. It's called Kill a Tenth Above the Sea. It is my it's actually my 7th anthology. I mistakenly thought it was my 8th. It's the 5th anthology full of new material, so not taking from older stuff to compile an anthology, but actually writing something around a theme. So it's based on a nuclear arms race. It's going to follow 4 characters throughout the course of the beginning of a nuclear holocaust, I guess. One will be, you know, a teenage girl from suburbia. Another one's going to be a corporal in the army. The third one, the president is there. You know, he's one of the characters. He's the last character. Who's the third one? I don't actually remember, which goes to show that I have not even really written that part of it yet. So it will be a collection of short stories. So there's a physicist is the 4th character. It will be a collection of short stories and poetry, and I hope you guys will swing by and read it. It will release for free on this site, well, not YouTube, but on my site, on July 25th, 2017. So this summer coming up. So we're going to move on to the next thing here. Let's see, what have I been doing that I can read for you guys? Let me see. Oh, this was a good one. It's called So to Speak, but I'll put it up on the screen there. S-O-W, like a pig. That's quite intentional. So let me see here. And actually, you guys seem to like it a lot. And then I'm going to read one after that. So this is actually quite a long episode. It might actually get closer to 10 minutes, which would make it the longest episode so far. So this is So to Speak. If I can get it to load. Okay, here we go. Bring you guys back up here. My arm's not as tired now. Okay. We could go all those years without talking. And right where we walked away from crossing lines, you would stumble on the undergrowth I left for you to find. A product of its time, lumber heart, stumps sticking out of hellscape, merely places apart. How we went all that time not picking up the phone, saying hello, talking out the plot twists of a kiss on my jawline, then a knife down the wrist. It's not lightly atoned for. Love on the fritz is best popped like pimples, not questions, the marriage of compromised minds, a resentment all its own. We could go decades, yes, and we would hardly ever feel alone. Long as the youth in our bones and rose-colored cheeks could walk and chew bubblegum, we were almost beautiful to some, the fallacious conundrum of being ugly to most debunked. We could have gone without the closure of getting old, the skin of bones caught in gravity, deforested composure growing over malady, strangers in this new age habitat consistently collapsing. We could go years without talking, but there would be more than this apathy, so to speak. That was So to Speak. We're just banging them out here. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to cut this together and edit it so you guys can watch it. Let's see what else we got here. So that was So to Speak, and we're making up for lost time here. Do a shorter one. Well, you guys also really like this one. Got lots of comments. This is actually a piece from 2014. It's called We're Up Late. Quite short, and that'll cap off this episode. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. I think I will. I don't have as much to say lately. Maybe that's why I find something gorgeous about a song that hasn't worn out its welcomes, measured in breaths rather than bridges. Perhaps that's why the poem, only a few lines long, always feels finished, ages before its winding counterparts. And the real reason, 3 a.m. coffee dates at the kitchen table with you provide inspirations more than lifetimes of Kodak moments could suggest. Or maybe I'm just learning to say more with less.